Hey guys, it's Eddie saying hello here, PPG Team Captain, coming at you today with another video. Before I start this video, I want to give a shout out to the fans and subscribers from our last video that commented and subscribed on the previous video with myself and Marcel. I said if you commented and subscribe and hit the notification button that I would come back to you. What I did was I sent you guys a comment asking for your address on Facebook, and a lot of you guys did. I think there was 2 people that didn't, so I just shipped it on to the next subscriber that actually did. So all your stuff was mailed out on Friday or Saturday morning, and with an exception for one person today because he was overseas and there was an issue with his envelope. So I mailed it out today. I put something extra for him because he's a great supporter. So, all right, in today's video, I'm going to give you guys one quick tip of what I did during set 1 that got me better. And then before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give out a couple shout outs, and I'm going to give a preview to what I have planned and what I've been doing in this time instead of making videos, because the videos are going to start coming up, but I've been working on other projects because I want this community to grow. So I don't want it to be, it's, I guess you could say there's teams and this and that. What I'm working on is a unified front where all the teams come together and help out players from not just the US, because this game is popular, guys. This game is going overseas. I have people in my inbox asking me about, oh, what do I think about this Champa deck? What do I think about Goku's? What do I think about Cell? I'm like, I appreciate it, but I played probably 3 decks. Vegeta, as you guys already know, you guys don't know this, but I actually played Goku. If you guys look at my set 1 Vegeta deck itself, the reason why I played Vegeta is because I got tired of getting beat by Vegeta, and Vegeta is my favorite character in the show. So what I did was took my Goku deck and just swapped leaders around. Took Goku out and put Vegeta in, and we were in there, guys. But it's little things like that. I mean, it's cool and all, but I feel as if Trey Faircloth from the Wise Guys, he may not be on my team, but I'll tell you, he's probably a way better guy to ask Champa a question too. So what I'm working on right now is coming together with these guys to make some kind of a group and some kind of just unified front where we could actually help players out, not just in the States, but across the world, man. I want this game to grow. And now moving on to our shout-outs, I want to give huge shout-outs to all the subscribers from the last video. Guys, continue to support this channel. I have big things planned for us. It's going to be really, really big, guys. Next thing you know, I want to give a shout-out to all the people in Richmond that went out, especially my team. A shout-out, congratulations to Peter Catani for winning, Marcel Russell for dominating, Swift, oh my God, I'm going to talk to you, guy. We got a new deck to work on. To Alejandro Mena, our champion, topping all his events but one. In that one event he didn't top, he barely missed it. He finished 33rd, so he's a real player to beat, man. We had George Machado 1. I'm proud of you, boy. I told you had this, man. Andrew Fredella, the Yu-Gi-Oh god, he's back now. He's back in Dragon Ball. And we have Chris Sabella. Good job to you guys, man. All right, so moving on to today's tip and trick. I'm going to make this real sweet and short. The thing about me, I'd rather just make a video knowing that I have something to talk about than just feeding you guys BS, because I believe in if I do something, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. So today's advice, this is really, really helpful. This is what made me stand apart from everyone else in set 1. The biggest thing that I did that a lot of people didn't do, the only person that probably did it because I forced him to do it was Marcel, was to, on the Bandai site itself, is www.dbs/cardgame.com. Go to it. You should see a link that says card list. On that card list itself, it breaks down the sets by set. It says set 1, what is it, Galactic Battle, set 2, Union Force, then it has the promo breakdown. What I did was, normally when people have free time, they're sitting down, this is going to sound nasty and funny, but I'm just being straight up with you guys. If you guys want to get really be competitive in this game, it's really simple, but you have to be dedicated, motivated. So when I'm sitting in the barbershop, waiting for my hair to get cut, sitting on these planes, buses, car rides to ARG, to locals, or whatever it is, sitting on the toilet, taking a dump, man. This is personally me, I'm not going to put you guys' business out there. I'm just going to make you guys smile real quick. Instead of swiping on Tinder, going through YouTube, you know what I'm saying, going through Facebook, what I did to change my habit was I went to that site itself, and I went to the card list, and I memorized each and every single card in set 1. That's why in set 1 I was pretty much untouchable, because there was nothing you could do that I didn't already know you can do it. So what I did was I started making you play the way I want you to play, essentially. I took you out of your game plan. I'm going to give you a quick example of what I mean. For instance, the hottest deck to me, besides Vegeta, because people just didn't like Vegeta, I guess they don't like his character. I love Vegeta, as you guys already know. It was the Tricolor Ginyu. So for the Tricolor Ginyu, the biggest game time play, for some reason people love this play, was leave 4 energy open, 2 of them have to be green, and you're going to hit him with a Rage Attack and Vegeta. So I knew that was a common play. So there was his tournament I entered. It was a Danny Hype tournament. I think it was his first tournament. 32-man tournament, great competition in there. I pretty much toured everybody. The reason why I toured everybody, not only was everyone playing Ginyu, including Marcel at the time, which that's a story for another day. I'm like, God, you got to jump on this Vegeta. I'm going to get to that later. I literally toured everybody in that tournament for the sole fact, not because the competition was bad, it was because each deck, I knew what you can and cannot do. There was nothing you could do to me that I didn't already see coming. So, besides the scenario of the 4-drop Rage Attack and Vegeta, what I do is, first of all, not only did I know that was a play, I know how the card works. The card says when you drop it, you can't kill a leader. You have to kill a battle card. So what I did was, I barely ran any threats. The only threat I did run was a Goku. So what I did was, I dropped the Goku, I searched. Cool. I swung with Vegeta. So I did when I swung with Vegeta, my whole game plan was you're at 4 energy. In this game, there's something called a magic number, where the magic number is where you combo it to a certain extent. Your opponent, if they attempt to combo out of it, it's really risky for them because their whole hand is going to get depleted, or maybe their hand doesn't get depleted and they just have 10Ks trying to draw into other cards. So that's not really good in their timing point. People say I get lucky in my attacks. The way I describe luck is preparation meeting opportunity. So I would train, like my training for this was essentially knowing what the cards did and knowing what you can and cannot do and using it to my advantage. So what I did was I attacked with Vegeta, but I made it to a manageable number where you could combo out, for instance, like a 40k combo double strike. You could obviously do that with what? You tap 2 energy. You have 2 untap. You tap 2 energy, and you do what you gotta do. But my thing is, if you tap 1 energy at a time and point, you lost already. The only way you could pretty much have a next turn, you would have to have a negate in your hand. If you didn't have negates in your hand, oh my god. I evolved my Goku to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and I essentially destroyed you for that time and point. You could ask, thus you were sitting there, you could ask Danny Hype, like, you would literally have to have at least 4 negates, because at the time and point, Kev wasn't a thing, so I had a bunch of just 1-drop just sitting on the field, waiting to just go in for a game. So it's little tips and tricks like that you guys just want to know. What I would say is, to help you guys, just go ahead and break down set 1 first. Set 1, there shouldn't be a card. Today's what? Today's Monday? By Wednesday, Thursday morning earliest, actually no, Wednesday, set a goal for you guys. By Wednesday, there should not be 1 card in set 1 that you do not know what it does. Set 2 is a little bigger, so what I advise you to do is jump from set 1 to the promos. Because the promos, it enables people to become more, it's not more competitive, but like more creative. For instance, the whole Ginyu deck, the reason why I took people by storm for the Ginyu deck, because they saw Ginyu and was like, okay, cool. But the difference between me when I saw Ginyu is, hey, I already know what set 1 does. So when I saw this promo Ginyu, the first thing that came in my head was, oh my god, this legit is broken. I'm looking at him like, guys, look at this card. I showed Peter. Peter is the only person that I said it and it actually cooped into. That's why I like Peter, man. Peter's a real cool guy. He's funny too. He was like, hey, you're not playing this card is broken? The only difference was he played with the Golden Frieza leader because he loves Frieza. It's his favorite character. And I played it with Ginyu because I love being the captain. But anyways, man, it's little tips and tricks like that I want to spread. It comes to a point, it's how I'm going to close the video. It comes to a point where I know these cards inside and out so much that during matches when I pick up the cards, yes, I'm reading the cards, but the difference between me and a normal player, when a person picks up the cards, they're reading it essentially to confirm what it does for the first time or just looking at it for the first time and seeing what it does. When I pick up a card and read it, I read through the list so many times and I've been through it so much. When I'm actually reading the card, the only thing that's going through my mind is the cards that are associated with the card to actually counter it and beat it. When you get to that point in time, when you're just picking up cards and you just look at the field and seeing what your opponent could do, trust me, you'll be in a hell of a spot to sit there and just take control of games and just put on cruise control. It goes all back to the first video. Go ahead, I'm going to emphasize that first video too, man. It's really helpful. You have to be able to go into that autopilot mode in these long tournaments because you trying to just tough it out, unless you're Jaren or Peter, it's not going to work, guys. It's a very long day and it's a very tiring day. So with that, It's Eddie, PPG Team Captain here, signing out. Make sure to stay tuned because I have the guys coming this weekend, especially Marcel Russell coming tomorrow to stick another video with you guys. All right, guys, have a good one.